Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a review of a YouTube short. So since this is just a review of a small clip, then we are going to try to not speak outside of what the speaker here, the YouTuber, it does not mention in this small clip. Whatever she does not mention in this short clip, then we cannot talk about it. But what she mentions in that clip is what we are going to talk about. Let's go with it. And since it is a review, then whatever she say on that clip is what we are going to give our commentary about, our opinion and commentary on. Since it's a short clip, then it's going to be a short review, a small review. Let's go.
I tell women that that's a man's job to figure out on his own. You cannot save him from himself.
Okay. Now, what she said is it is the man's job to figure it out on his own. She does not mention in this small clip what she's referring to that the man needs to figure out on his own. But as a man, I can tell you that what the man needs to figure out on his own is simple. That he's a patriarch. That he's the one who has to establish order in his family. And as a patriarch, he's the one to be the home builder, the rule maker, the provider, and the protector. So what he has to figure out on his own is that he's a patriarch, and as a patriarch, he has to know how he's going to provide for his family, how he's going to protect his family, and what kind of rules that he's going to establish for his family. That is the man's traditional gender roles to actually be the man in the family. The woman can do nothing on this area. It is just as it's the man's job to figure things out on his own. But when the man figured things out on his own, and then he's establishing rules and order in his family, it is the woman's duty, it is her job to follow the rules that the man established in the family. Because the man is the leader. It's that simple. When the man figured things out on his own, he figured out what he wants to do in his family as the patriarch of the family, and he established rules and order in the family. Then it is the woman's job to follow the rules and the rules that the men established for the family. It is the woman's job to be a helper and a nurturer and a homemaker. And it is the man's job to figure out how he's going to supply food for his family. The woman cannot help him in this area. The woman cannot help him in this area. It is his job to follow this. It is his job to do this. So I agree with her. It is the man's job. So if a woman is getting involved with a man who hasn't figured out that he is a patriarch, that he is the home builder, the protector, the provider, then the woman has the right to not get involved with him. Because obviously, how are you going to take care of things if you have not yet realized that you are the leader, that the household depends on you as a patriarch, as a provider and protector? It is that simple. This is only the man can figure this out. The woman is not a patriarch. That is not her nature. She's the mother in the household, not the patriarch. So I agree with her.
Nothing you can do. He has to do it on his own, right? And men have to be placed in a position where they have to earn, because men.
Yes, men have to be placed in a position where they have to earn. But the Bible speaks about the same thing too, that men have to earn. In 2 Thessalonians 3:10, for even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any man would not work, neither should he eat. If the man does not work, he cannot eat. So a man who is relying on his woman he doesn't work. He's instead a busybody. The man is a busybody. This is disorderly. This is chaos. This is not the proper order of things. The man is the patriarch. He cannot be a busybody. He has to go out there and work so he can earn his living, so he can provide for his family and know how to protect his family, his wife and children. So I agree with her. The Bible agree with that too. Let's continue.
They don't understand talking, but they do understand withdrawal of resources.
Yes, I kind of agree with that too. Withdraw of resources. See, that's why even in the Bible too, we can do here. Let's see where we're gonna go here. Let's go in the book of Numbers, for example. Withdraw of resources. That's the reason why the man has to work for his family. And in the Ancient Testament, for example, in the traditional way of the biblical, in the traditional way of the Ancient Testament, the man was the one who was giving the land. The father passed down the land to his sons, not to his daughters, to his son. I mean, and we can see that here, right there. The only time the inheritance was passed down to the daughters was when the man has no son. If the man has no son, then the inheritance is allowed to be passed down to his daughters. So resources is the thing that the man understands, and that is because of that the Bible operated based on this psychological wiring of the men. Let's continue.
Withdrawal of reward. They understand that, and so if they don't get reinforced, it's like you have to train males like dogs.
I don't quite like this analogy, but because training like dogs, and I think she's referring to the Pavlovian dog conditioning, operant conditioning. That you have to give him rewards, and then when you reward him, he does something. But not only men. I mean, every human being on the earth. If you want to use that analogy, operate based on rewards and punishment. The women too. We all, when we were children, operated on reward and punishment. I mean, that's how we learn. When we learn how to speak, it was monkey see, monkey do. We see and hear our parents say certain words, and our brain catches it, and we try to imitate. And then when we say something good, they smile and laugh, and they repeat it and give us a smile. And this reward our brain that we are doing good progress. The whole human being operate on rewards and punishment, or like a dog, like she said it. So, if you want to use that analogy, well, not only men, women too, herself, and she's still operating like a dog too. I mean, I'm sure she's still saying things like maybe this YouTube video right now she's doing is rewarding her, and that's why she's still going and on the YouTube video. She keep more YouTube videos because she's being rewarded for it. I mean, okay, let's continue.
Either they want to be dogs or they want to be human. That's a decision that they're going to have to make.
Well, anyway, that's all we have to say. Let's end it right here. Thanks for watching.